Welcome to another Stamina Templar PvP commentary. Right off the bat in this fight, we bump into a yellow, and look at this. Lots of yellows sitting in stealth outside of Sejanus here. I try to go for some pressure into the first player there, but unfortunately, I take quite a bit of damage from the players coming out of stealth, so I kite back up to the tree here, and I manage to get a single player by themselves, get a good partial charged heavy off-balance stun there, fully dot him up into the Greatsword ultimate. The power of the light finishing him off for me as I'm tanking out the rest of the group with the mist. I try to bash the player there. I miss the first bash, and the second bash I'm a little too late on a really fast res from that Templar. And I just kite back around the tree again and just reset my combo on the first player that I can, but I'm very low resource now after kind of just straining my resource, going for the kill on that player there and surviving the initial gank. I get a great stun as this guy follows me down, bounce one heavy attack off on him and a light attack executioner, the second one on the cancel, a huge crit, take out the low player right away with my ultimate, and then go for the fully charged heavy into the ultimate and the executioner. 3 really fast kills, bringing them all down on the road there, and I just pull back a second, and I'm going to try to open up on this Templar here, take a little bit of a weird stun and break it, and the Templar's res speed, oh my gosh, he actually got somebody up. I try to finish him with the combo there, the Earth Gorge coming in clutch just before I get the executioner combo. So I pull back out again, and I know that at this guy's res speed, I am not going to be able to keep the bodies down with this low resource. I have to try to spread them out a bit, so I pull to the side here, and the enemy warden follows me. I get a good amount of damage into him. He does have the CC immunity, but he doesn't heal himself. A quick cap off with our ultimate there to bring him down. Fully charged heavy into the light attack, the executioner. The Templar responds with her javelin right away. Really great counterplay, and forces me off of her, and I back up here, finding another archer there, and just kite up to the side of this ridge here, just using my speed to break distance here. We've got the 2 players on top of us, and I dot up this first player here fully, hit him with the javelin, and then go for the executioner, the power of the light, get a nice kill on him there, and I go right away onto this next Templar. I just dot her up and set my combo again, fairly low on stamina, but I hit her with the javelin, go for the fully charged heavy into the crit rush, knowing we won't have enough damage to bring her into execute there, and we're forced off yet again. Just reset with my potion, reset my buffs, and then open on these guys as we come back around the tree. This Templar here with the fast res speed is just holding block the whole time, so he's going to be a pain to take down. We go for the other Templar here, get a great off-balance javelin stun, the power of the light sealing the deal there as the enemy warden had been rezzed by the other Templar, and he is back on top of us again, and one of the players is also rezzed at Sejanus and come back out as well, so these guys keep coming back to the fight. We go for the dot up on this player here, hit him with the full combo. We finally bring down the Templar that's picking everybody up, get a good kill there, and we're just going to come back up to the side, just using our speed, using our terrain. The warden's going for the res here. We hit him with the javelin, close the gap, and start executing him. He does not break the stun, so down he goes, and I'm left with just this Dragon Knight to fight, and we just dot him up, just continue to kite around as I am fairly low HP after going for that kill, hit him with the ultimate, go for the executioners, and we manage to finish the group off. Now, moving on to another clip for you guys. This one is fairly long. The rest of the video is this clip. So we open up on this yellow player here. Their yellow are sieging, or no, they just sieged this keep, so they just took it, and they're coming out to defend against any potential attackers. I try to go for damage on this player there, but he does a great job just holding block. Absolutely perfect. Does not allow me to stun him, does not allow me to hit him with any really critical attacks, and we're forced to back up as his friends engage there, and the blue group coming from the side as well. I get a good off-balance stun into the javelin there, go for the Greatsword ultimate, and we pick up a kill on the player there, but we're slowly getting surrounded by the blue. Just pop another guy with the javelin, and then sprint behind the side of the wall here, and the enemy sorcerer wants to engage with us. I get the off balance on him again, try to go for the javelin, crit rush into him. I go for the ultimate, a little premature there as he did have his shield up, but I just miss right back out of there, and we're forced to just reset on these guys again. The enemy Dragon Knight follows us down here. He wants revenge after we got him earlier. I miss down to the side here, and a friendly red player comes in, puts some big damage into him, and down he goes. And I see the rest of the blue fighting another red player up here, quickly finish off one of the blue players, and I'm going to head right back towards the siege line. And the blue group has set down some siege. They want to take this place here. I see a player that had just been hit by the siege. He's lower. I dot him up, hit him with the javelin into the ultimate. We get a kill on that player there. This guy crit rushes into us. We dot him up right away. He's very, very squishy. Take him down with our combo right there. And quite a bit of pressure now from the siege line as we just killed a couple players. So we just kite back behind this rock. These guys want to go for the reses as well, but they do have players jumping on top of me. And I want to stop the res. I go for the javelin on this guy, crit rush into him. He responds with his block. Really good job. And I'm just going to mist right out of there and try to pull a few blue players down to the bottom of the thing here. And here we see a Templar just standing at the top of the staircase, bouncing us with the lightning staff heavy attack. So we're just going to dot him up. He's going to purge our negative effects away as well, but we're just going to be patient with it. Fighting an enemy Templar on a build like Ghost, we just have to keep applying the effects and make them waste the resource on the purge. But we've got more blue players coming in, and we've got some friendly red players coming in. So a little bit of a scrum at the staircase there. I go for the player at the top. Huge combo into the onslaught. Really nice kill on him. And we're going to go right away onto the next player coming up here. I go for the onslaught, get some good damage into him. He's just out of reach of the melee range, but we get him as he crit rushes away there. And then I turn right away to the next player coming down the staircase here. I want to try to prevent more reinforcements from getting in that scrum with the other EP. I go for a bit of a combo on this Dragon Knight, but I see right away we have already got a dead EP there. Go for the trolley bash. I'm not going to be able to keep this this res down for sure, but I can delay it just a little bit. I see the Templar going for the res again. I huck another javelin at her. Unfortunately, she still had the CC immunity, so I go for the just the kite around the side here. The guys go into their ultimate, so I missed right away to respond to the Northern Storm and just continue to move around trying to get away from this blue group. And look at this. Oh my god, the other ones that had chased the other EP are now converging on me too. So I kite back behind the wall here, and the blues do not follow. They go back up the staircase here, so I loop around the other side and just start peppering the side of these guys, trying to find a little bit of an opening to re-attack this blue group. And of course the blue are focused on the yellow at the top, so they've got two things to worry about now. And I managed to pull a blue player off to the side here, just dot him up a little bit. He does not commit to the chase though, and I get fossilized by the Dragon Knight, a leap from another Dragon Knight. We respond with the mist right away, go for the roll purge to remove those effects, go for the rally as well, and just kite back behind the side of the building here, seeing what kind of a chase we can get. And we still have the players hot on our tail here, both of them, and Warden now as well, just trying to just break a bit of distance from these guys, get a good off-balance stun on this Dragon Knight as we did dodge some of his attacks, the light attack, the ultimate. We finished this guy off again, and now we're just going to come back to the back end of the siege line. It looks like they killed off the yellow. Go for the javelin on this guy here, right into the ultimate, the power of the light, finishing him off there. A nice snappy combo again, and there's a couple yellow out here fighting the side of the blue too. So I'm going to position myself so I'm not in between the two opposing teams, and I'm going to try to target the blues here as they have a lot more players out on the field right now. A lot of bodies on the ground too. Get a combo open on that Templar there, but she responds with her purge right away, just kind of shutting down my potential burst against that tanky build. So we're just going to come back down to the bottom here. No blues chase. Just trying to get a split on this group, but they're very focused on this tanky yellow player at the door here. I go for the javelin into the executioner. The enemy player responds well with the block into the dodge roll, and I missed out of there trying to get a split on this group yet again. And we got a little bit of a chase here, a little bit of a chase. I jump down, and I always hold the bow heavy as I jump off the platform like that, just so if someone is chasing, we can potentially hit them for more damage or just get the resource back from the heavy. A nice little sustain trick, I think, on a speedy build because you have a lot of airtime. Get a good stun on this guy here. I don't go for the ultimate because I do think that she's going to roll it, and she does. Good call on my part not to waste the greatsword ult there. And the blue players are kind of getting fed up with my shenanigans at the back of their siege line. This Dragon Knight opens with the fossilize. I just respond with my block into the heal, into the mist. But I've got a lot of players on my tail now. And there it is, the fossilize, the Warden ultimate. And down we go. But without a doubt, here comes a friendly player. It's my good friend Copus. He saves me with the res, and the Dragon Knight's waiting there, so I roll through the DK right away, just lower on resource. I don't want to eat that fossilize, and I'm still waiting for the potion. We just got it there, and just kind of kite my way out of that. And yeah, I managed to make it to safety, but I come back around the side and just see a whole bunch of blue yet again, and the yellow pushing out as well. Copus still tanking him out in the back there. He's on a nice tanky Warden build, just kind of waiting for my opportunity to re-engage, but the yellow are doing a good job pushing there, and Copus is just hanging on for dear life. I get a stun off on this guy, go for the Greatsword ult into the Executioner, take down one of the blue players, and Copus just still hanging on. Snipers coming out of stealth. Oh my gosh, the poor guy. I tried to stun the snipers, but he does a good job rolling my javelin there, and it's too late. Copus goes down, and now I have got all of the blue chasing my tail here, and I'm very low on resource. We do get the potion there, but man, we are going to have to do our best to haul ass out of here. We got a lot of Nightblades chasing after us, a lot of negative effects. Just look at all these bleeds once they hit us with the poison injections. So I just keep sprinting as fast as I can, just trying to break some distance between these guys and split them up. Any slower players, of course, will get left behind, while the faster players can stay a little bit closer to me. And I get back behind this rock here. There's nowhere else to run. I've got to stay and fight now. This Nightblade is opening out of stealth. We've got the Dragon Knight up top, a yellow player actually coming up behind them, and a blue player on his horse as well. The yellow player actually finishes off one of the blue players, and he's taking quite a bit of pressure from the Nightblade, and he decides to kite out of there. I go right away on top of the Nightblade, trying to get my revenge, and the Nightblade responds well, dodging my ultimate. He's pretty quick, so I just missed back towards the terrain here. I don't want to fight him in the open field. And as I turn around, I notice the Dragon Knight has been rezzed. I quickly dot him up, hit him with the Javelin into the Execute. We finish him off. Nice roll cancel to dodge the incoming Nightblade's attack as well. The Nightblade goes for her ultimate. I'm very low on stamina. The heavy attack into the Javelin. I don't even have the resource for the Execute, but she's got nothing left either. We managed to finish off the enemy Nightblade, and here is the last one that had rezzed the Dragon Knight there. So I just dot her up, and she's kind of shading around with her shade, just throwing poison injections down, and I just make sure right away to go for my purge. Don't want to let her dot me up or whittle at my HP at all, because she's going to follow it up with some burst. So just being patient here. She's sticking behind the terrain as well. She is aware of how hard I can hit, and there we go. She does a good job dodging the Javelin. We hit her with the partial charged heavy after the Javelin, and she responds with stealth right away. I'm going to purge off the negative effects, dodge the arrows, reset my buffs, and then re-dot her up as she kites around the side here, and go for the poison injection. We have the off balance, the partial charged heavy here into the Javelin, and we get her with the ultimate, and we manage to finish off the last player there. So that is it for the video, guys. I've got a few more kills as we head back towards the siege line, but I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button. I create regular ESO content. I also feature top 5 PvP battles, and I feature builds from the community. So if you guys want to send in clips for the top 5 or send in a build, you can send that to KristoferESO@hotmail.com, and we vote on the top 5 live on Twitch. So if you guys are interested in that, or just to hang out and watch some PvP live on Twitch, you can check out my Twitch link in the description below as well. If you guys really love the channel and you want to support it, you can always become a patron on Patreon. A link, of course, is in the description below. And then finally, we are sponsored by What the Fast. They're a VPN for gamers, and they give me better ping to my favorite games. They're free to try for the first 14 days via the link below. No credit card to sign up. So thank you guys again for watching, and I hope to see you next time.